Good morning, yogis. So today we're going to do a gentle flow. You can get your blocks in case you need them for your practice. I advise you to always have props around in case you need them for your practice. So meet me on your mat. We're going to start today's practice in a double pigeon, also known as fire log. So it means that the shin is parallel to either the top of your mat. I'm just showing you from the side. So to the top of your mat. Foot flexed. Your other foot, so let's say the right one on top of the left. Foot flexed and knee on top of your left foot. Okay, so right knee on top of the left. Both shins are parallel to each other. Now, if you have a lift of your leg and it's very uncomfortable, you can place a block underneath your knee or underneath your glute, just to support your leg a little bit so that there's no pressure on your knee. So do that, and then meet me in fire log. All right. Take a deep inhale breath, exhale, relax your body. And we're going to do a round of box breathing, which means take your middle and index finger of your right hand, place it to your forehead. Your thumb will come on the outside of your right nostril, and your ring finger will seal off the left side of your nostril. Going to breathe in through the right nostril, and we're going to hold the breath. We're going to breathe in for 4, hold the breath for 4, exhale for 4, hold the breath, and then inhale. And we're going to do about 5 rounds on the right side, and then we're going to rotate the legs and do it on the other side. So place your ring finger and your index finger and your middle finger on your forehead. Left thumb will seal your right nostril. Ring finger will seal your left nostril. So already seal the left nostril with your ring finger, and we inhale through the through your right nostril. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Seal with the thumb and hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out the left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Seal with the ring finger. Hold the breath. Inhale through the right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Seal the nostril with the thumb. Inhale. Hold the breath. Exhale through the left. 2, 3, 4. Seal and hold. Inhale through the right. 2, 3, 4. Seal and hold. Exhale through the left. 2, 3, 4. Seal and hold. Inhale through the right. 2, 3, 4. Seal and hold. Exhale through the left. 2, 3, 4. Seal and hold. And now allow the breath to become normal. You might need to sniff because this does release sinuses. Okay. Now release your right leg, undo the cross, and take your right shin to be parallel to your mat, double pigeon or fire log posture, and place your left foot on top of the right knee corner and the left knee on top of the right foot. Okay, again, if you need your block, you place your block under your knee for support, especially if the hamstrings are tight or the knees are a little bit tweaky. Okay, so I'm just demonstrating with the block so you can get an idea of how to use your blocks. Relax the hands, straighten out your spine, take your left hand, middle and index finger onto your forehead, sealing with the left nose, breathing in through your left nostril first this time, and then exhaling through your right nostril and sealing with your ring finger. We'll exhale the breath all out, and let's breathe in through your left nostril. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Seal and hold. Exhale through the right. 2, 3, 4. Seal and hold. Inhale through the left. 2, 3, full, seal and hold. Exhale for the right, 2, 3, 4, seal and hold. Inhale through the left, 2, 3, 4, seal and hold. Exhale through the right, 2, 3, 4, seal and hold. Inhale through the left, 2, 3, 4, seal and hold. Exhale through the right, 2, 3, 4, seal and hold. Last one, inhale through the left, 2, 3, 4, seal and hold. Exhale through the right, 2, 3, 4, seal and hold. And now allow the breath to become normal. Snip if you need to. Roll over your knees and come into child's pose. Extended child's pose, Utthita Balasana. So child's pose is Balasana. Extended child's pose is Utthita Balasana. Big toes together to touch, knees to the edges of your mat. Shift your hips back. Extend your arms out in front of you. Relax all the way down to your mat. Don't worry if your forehead touches the ground or not. Soften your shoulders. Soften your jaw. Arrive in your space. Allow yourself to settle onto your mat, softening into your hips, softening into your belly. Just finding stillness here. Maybe setting any tension for your practice. Just notice your body, how your body moves, how you feel. Notice your exposed skin. Notice the skin against your clothes. Notice how your armpits feel. Are they feeling a little bit tweaky? How do your shoulders feel? If they're feeling a little bit stiff, separate the hands or bend the elbows more or bring them further back. Inhale breath. And exhale. Soften into your lower back. Soften into your upper back. And bring your awareness to your heart center. And know that this is the space that you can always come back to during your practice. Feeling overwhelmed or like you need to rest, come back to your child's pose. Inhale and round your spine up into tabletop position. Slow movements, be gentle on your body. Set your tabletop up. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Fingertips spread wide across your mat. Wrists underneath the shoulders. Knees underneath your hips. Tailbone slightly tucked so you've got a nice flat back. And walk your hands forward all the way, coming onto the elbows, and extend your legs out behind you. Lower your hips down to the mat into your Sphinx pose. Make sure your hands are onto your mat. Spread your fingers wide. Lift your chest up and feel into your lower back, the extension into your lower back. Elongate your neck, so lengthening into your neck. We're going to do half frog. Bring your right knee out to the side. Your knee is slightly higher than your hip. Flex your shin and your foot towards your face. So it kind of looks like this. When I turn to face you, right knee out to the side, flex your shin, foot flexed, half frog. If you feel you're rolling over onto the left, push into the ground, equal distribution between both arms. Neck nice and long. Don't conk into your back. Push your chest back in towards your back. Lengthen your neck. Look down and forward. Take a deep inhale. Soften your hips. Exhale. Deep in breath. Relax your jaw. And exhale, extend your right leg out behind you. Staying in your Sphinx pose. Hands still spread wide. Feel into your lower back. And bring your left knee out to the side. Flex your shin towards your face and your foot. Heel is the furthest extension on your left leg. If you're rolling over onto the right, come back to center. Soften your hips. Try to square off the hips. And feel what your lower back feels like. Don't roll over too much onto the right side. Try to create equal distribution of weight, both sides of your body. And breathe. Relax your neck. Chest up nice. And even squeeze your right glute. Take a deep inhale breath. Exhale, extend your left leg out behind you. Lower down onto your mat. Cross your arms, forward onto your hands. Toes in, heels pop out. Relax your upper back. Inhale, come back onto the hands. Push yourself up and back into your tabletop. Bring your knees underneath your hips. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips up and back into your first downward facing dog. First down dog. Walk your legs out right and left. Left and right. Follow the rhythm of your breath. Notice the ebb and flow of your breath. Don't hold your breath in postures. Walk it out slowly, and when you're ready, come to stillness. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart, belly towards your thighs, tailbone lifted nice and high, chest towards the ground, arms nice and long in front of you, hands spread wide like little V shapes, and your index fingers pointing like the number 11, parallel towards each other. Relax your neck by looking towards the back of the room. Now look towards the top of your mat and practice walking your 8 little steps all the way up to the top of your mat. If your knees are bent, that's no problem. Eventually you get your hands, your feet between your hands. Coming into a forward fold, relax your neck, grab your opposite elbows, knees can be slightly bent. Let gravity take you down towards your mat. A gentle swing side to side. Flowing with your breath, inhale and exhale. Release your hands to the mat. Gently roll up, bend your knees. Coming up slowly, allow your shoulders to hang. Roll up slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Head comes up last. Relax, shoulders down and back. Feet slightly apart, or toes together to touch. Heels behind your toes. Tuck your tailbone in, lengthen. Grow tall through the crown of your head. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, reach your arms out to the side, up overhead. High mountain. Exhale, extend forward. Swing your hips out behind you. Come down with a straight flat back, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Either fingertips to the mat or hands to shins, flat back. Forward fold, exhale. We're going to do a couple of half salutations. Inhale, reach your arms out to the side, up overhead, high mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift, lengthen your spine, flat back. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, arms out to the side, high mountain pose, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, just using your breath. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, arms out to the side, up overhead, high mountain. Last one, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, arms out to the side, up overhead, high mountain. This time, hands through to heart center in prayer. Arms by your side. Inhale, arms up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Flat back, place your hands to the mat, step your left foot way back to the back of the mat. Lower your left knee down to the mat, relax your toes. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot and so heel your right foot to the edge of your mat, coming into a modified lizard. Relax your neck. Very gentle, just allowing the hips to open. Sink down low into the right leg, into your right hip. We're going to take a round of breath here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale breath. Exhale. Inhale breath. And exhale. Slowly, gently, without changing the shape or moving your body parts, your legs, or anything like that. Come up onto your fingertips. Shift your hips all the way back, coming into a modified Hanumanasana half split. Flex your right foot towards your face. Relax your neck. Now, if you can't stretch out the leg and you can't stay down low, please use your blocks. They're there for support and to help you so that you can get deeper into postures, even as advanced practitioners still using blocks to get to deeper expressions and deeper extensions. If there's too much pressure, you can always place the block underneath your calf muscle, trying to straighten out the calf muscle a little bit, or a little bit higher onto the upper thigh, onto your hamstring. Breathe, holding this for a couple of breaths. Inhale and exhale. Try to keep your hips up in line with your knee. Inhale, shift forward, back into your lizard lunge. From your lizard lunge, walking your hands so that they're in line with your foot. Tuck your left toes under, coming into your lizard lunge. Straighten out your left leg. Make sure your heel is above your toes. It can be slightly back, but try to activate that glute and into your left hip flexor. Relax your neck. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. We're here for 2 more breaths. Inhale breath and exhale. Inhale breath and exhale. Now slowly step your left foot on the outside of your right hand. Lift your hips up, straighten your legs, toe heel your feet closer towards each other, maybe apart, maybe together. Come into a forward fold, relax. Bend your knees slightly, roll up gently, vertebra by vertebra, even taking your fingertips to trace your legs. Reach your shoulders up towards your ears, exhale down and back. Going to do half sun salutations again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms out to the side, up overhead, high mountain. Exhale, forward fold. So these are modified half salutations. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We want to flow with the breath. Inhale, arms out to the side, up overhead, high mountain. Exhale, use your breath, forward fold, straight flat back on the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, arms out to the side, up overhead, high mountain. This time, bring it in, hands through to heart center. Exhale. Anjali Mudra. Arms by your side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Hands to the mat, step your right foot way back to the back of your mat. Lower your right knee down, bring your left hand to the inside of your left foot. Relax your right toes. Walk your left foot to the edge of your yoga mat. Hands in the center of your mat, and we're just staying here for a couple of breaths. Feeling into the left hip flexor, compressing into your hip, sink down low into your left hip. Maybe activate your right glutes and squeeze your glutes. Relax your neck. Here for a couple of rounds of breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale breath and exhale. Inhale, last breath here. Exhale, slowly shift back without changing the shape. Just lift your hips up and back, straighten out the left leg. If you need your props, use your props and flex your left shin towards you. If you can walk your hands further forward, do so. Relax into your forward fold in your Hanumanasana modified half split. You can relax the hands, soften your arms. Notice any tremors or quivering in the legs. Breathe. Inhale, breath. Exhale. If you experience tremors and quivering, journal it, notice, and you can ask me questions about it because it's the body's way of releasing trauma happening in your body, stuff that you need to get rid of. So that's what we do in yoga. Inhale and exhale. Another 2 rounds of breath here. Inhale, breath. Exhale, soften. Make sure your hips are up high in line with your knees. Inhale. Exhale. Next inhale brings you forward. Bend into the legs. Shift your hands in line with your left foot. Tuck your right toes under. Lengthen into your right leg. Try to get your heel above your toes. Squeeze your right glute. And we're here for a little bit. Feel into the wrist. They may be feeling a little bit tweaky. Got to strengthen the wrists, especially for all the vinyasas, and get your teacher strong. Inhale, breath. Exhale. The more you squeeze your right glute, feel the hips flexor extending in your right side. Inhale and exhale. Now slowly step your right foot on the outside of your right hand. Lift your hips up, straighten out your legs, toe, heel your feet closer together. Come into a gentle forward fold. Lift your toes up, place your hands underneath your feet. For Padahastasana, hands to feet. Hands are underneath the soles of your feet. Palms of the hands facing up, and you can gently massage out your wrists with your toes. Your legs can be as bent as you need them to be. They can be as straight. Relax your neck. Find stillness here. Just moving your toes around onto your wrists. Breathe. Inhale, soften the breath. Soften your hips. Maybe if you have space, bend the elbows, come into a deeper expression of your posture. And gently release your hands from underneath your feet. Bend your knees and slowly round up, all the way up to stand in Tadasana, mountain pose. Make sure your feet are comfortable, so either toes and heels together touching or feet slightly apart. Again, half sun salutations. Inhale, arms up overhead, high mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen spine. Forward fold, exhale. Use your breath. Inhale, start to engage your breath as you move through your flow. Exhale, forward fold, becoming aware of your breath more and more and more and more. Inhale, use it to lift. Exhale, use your breath to soften. Inhale, use your breath to rise, arms up overhead, high mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Use your breath to guide you down into a deeper forward fold, trying to sandwich your body towards your left. Inhale to your halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms out to the side, up overhead, high mountain. Exhale, hands through to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Arms by your side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen spine. Hands to mat, step back to plank. First vinyasa, taking it nice and slow. Still make sure your shoulders are in front of your wrists, heels above your toes, belly engaged. Relax your knees to the mat. Relax your toes. Lower your chin and chest to the mat. Inhale to baby cobra. Hug your elbows to your sides. Shoulders away from your ears. Maybe look up, maybe look forward. Don't compromise your neck. Exhale, shift back into your downward facing dog. Hips up high, heels down low, belly towards thighs, chest towards the ground. Relax your neck. Inhale, breath. Exhale. Let it go. Inhale, breath. Exhale, let it go. Relax your neck. Look towards the back of your room. Now look forward. Bend your knees, step, hop, or jump. Halfway lift. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Arms out to the side, up overhead, high mountain pose. Exhale, hands through to heart. Arms by your side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, moving a little quicker. Hands to mat, step your left foot way back to the back of your mat. Lower your left knee down, relax your toes. Right hand to the inside of right foot and walk your toes to the edge of your mat, foot parallel with the edge of your mat. Inhale, breath, lengthen spine. Exhale, shift back into Hanumanasana. Flex your right foot. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, shift forward into your lizard again. Now take your left leg, bend your knee, squeeze your foot as close towards your glutes as possible. And feel the stretch into your left hip flexor, maybe a cramp into your calf muscle. Point your toes, squeeze. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Now place your foot down to the mat, tuck your left toes under, straighten, lengthen. Make sure your heel is above your toes. If you can go further in this posture, you can bring your forearms down to the mat. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, activate pubic bone, curl pubic bone towards navel. Push the ground away from you. Relax your neck. Now come back onto the hands, if you aren't already there. Step your left foot on the outside of your left hand. Lift your hips up, toe heel your feet closer together, and hang in a ragdoll. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Release your hands to the mat. Gently roll up vertebra by vertebra. Head comes up last. Inhale, arms up overhead, high mountain. Exhale, use your breath, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Hands to mat, step your right foot way back to the back of your mat. Lower your right knee down, relax your toes. Bring your left hand to the inside of left foot and walk your foot to the edge of your mat for your modified lizard pose. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, shift back into your modified Hanumanasana half split. Relax your neck. Deep breath in here. Exhale to let go and sink down lower. Inhale, shift forward back into your modified lizard. Then take your right leg, bend your knee and squeeze towards your glute. Breathe. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze until you get a cramp into your hammy. Deep stretch into the hip flexor. Inhale and exhale. Slowly lower right leg down. Tuck your toes under, straighten out your right leg, squeeze your glutes, heel above the toes. If you can, come down onto your forearms. Try not to drop your hips too much, square off your hips. You can relax your neck, or push the ground away from you with your forearms. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Gently come back onto your hands if you're not there. Step your right foot on the outside of your right hand. Straighten out your legs, toe heel your feet closer together, and hang in a ragdoll. Relax your neck. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Release your hands to the mat. Bend your knees. Slowly round up, vertebra by vertebra. Head comes up last. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen spine. Place your hands to the mat. Step back to plank. Make sure your shoulders are above your wrists, in front of your wrists. Now we're going to go through half chaturanga. Lower your knees to the mat, relax your toes. Bend your elbows back, sweep them past your waist, lower all the way down to the mat, and inhale to cobra pose. Exhale to downward facing dog. Breathe. Make sure your downward facing dog is set up nice, hips up high. Like the apex of a triangle, relax your neck. Inhale and exhale. Inhale breath and exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky. Point your toes this time. So you want to lift your leg up as high as possible. Bend your knee, open your hip by dropping your foot towards your glute. Now pull your knee back until you feel a pinch into your right glute. Breathe. Straighten out your right leg. Bring your knee in towards your chest. Come up high onto the left toes. Curl your spine, tiger curl all the way forward, and step your right foot between your hands. Come up onto your fingertips. Drop your left heel out 90 degrees, so it's parallel to the back of your mat. Windmill, cartwheel the arms up into warrior two. Make sure your right heel is in line with the arch of the back foot. Bend into your knees. Pull your left shoulder back. Breathe. Look past your right fingertips. Tuck your tailbone in. Make sure your knee is pointing towards your baby toe. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Straighten out your right leg. Turn your toes in. Feet parallel to each other. Hinge at your hips. Swan dive forward for prasarita. Forward fold, leg stretching. Hands to your mat. Relax your neck. If you can't touch the ground, use your blocks for support on your mat. Place your hands onto your blocks. If you can touch the ground, maybe you can bring your elbows to the mat, palms to the mat, relax your neck. Lift up onto your kneecaps. Push your thighs back in towards your hammies. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale breath and exhale. Gently come up onto your fingertips. Place your hands to your hips. Come up with a straight flat back. Lift your toes, pivot to face the back of your room, so the back of your mat. Bring your back foot in 45 degrees into your pyramid. Hinge your torso forward at a 90-degree angle. So your shoulders are in line with your hips. If you need to bend your knees slightly, do so. If you need support, use your blocks on either side of your foot to hold you there. So you want to rather use the quality of the posture and the shape over doing it wrong. So try to go to where you can keep your legs straight. If it's right up here, then it's right up here. If you have a bent knee slightly, it's okay, it will eventually release. If you can go deep into your pyramid posture, relax your torso, relax your neck. Breathe. Holding your pyramid just to release hammies. Pull your right hip forward, left hip back. Inhale breath. Exhale. Now bend into your left leg. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms out to the side, up overhead, high mountain pose. Exhale, hands through to heart center. Arms by your side. And move on to full chaturanga now. Inhale, arms out to the side, up overhead, high mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen spine. Place your hands on either side of your feet. Step back to plank. From plank, shift forward so that your shoulders are above the wrists and just in front of the wrist, so you don't want them too far back. Tuck your tailbone in. Bend your elbows, sweep them past your waist. So you could hover here. Push forward, roll over the toes, look up into your upward facing dog. Press into the ground with your hands. Use your toes to pull you back. Lift your hips up and back, roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Breathe. Sit up your down dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, left leg up, point your toes. Bend your left leg, open your hip towards the sky. Pull your foot towards your glute. Equal distribution between both hands, the square of your shoulders. Straighten out your left leg. Bring your left knee in towards your chest. Come up high onto your right toes, round forward. Tiger curl, step your foot between your hands. Drop your right foot out 90 degrees, foot parallel to the back of your mat. Windmill your arms up, warrior two. Try to get your left knee to point over your second toe or towards the baby toe. Make sure your left heel is in line with the arch of your back foot. Arms straight in line with your shoulders. Look past your left fingertips. Breathe. Tuck your tailbone in. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. You don't want them up here. Straighten out your left leg. Turn your toes in. Come into your prasarita, forward fold, separate leg stretching. Relax your hands, relax your neck. Find comfort in your inversions. Head below the heart. So you should feel good. Getting oxygen to the brain, blood flow into the brain. Relax your lower belly. Let your lower belly sink in towards your navel. And you'll notice softening into your hips and into your shoulders. Inhale, come up halfway onto your fingertips. Place your hands to your hips, come up with a straight flat back. Then lift both toes up and pivot again to face the front of your room. Bring your back foot in 45 degrees. If you need to close the gate of your legs a little bit for this posture, do so, not too small. Bring your left hip forward, right hip back. Square off your hips, hinge your torso forward at a 90-degree angle. Shoulders are in line with your hips. Maybe this is as far as you can go. Maybe you need to be up a little bit so that you can have a straight leg. If you need to bend the knee slightly, it's okay. You'll work towards getting the leg straight. Activate every muscle in your body by drawing up on your kneecap, engaging your glutes, and pulling your hips squared. If you find this posture easy, forward fold over your legs. Maybe you can bring your hands into prayer behind your back, then flip your prayer. Relax your neck. We're here for a little while. Breathe. Inhale. And exhale. If your hands are in prayer, release your hands to the mat. Gentle bend into the right leg. Step your left foot forward. Halfway lift. Inhale. Forward fold. Let it go. Arms out to the side. Up overhead. High mountain. Exhale your hands through to heart center. Arms by your side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen spine. Hands to mat, step your left foot way back to the back of your mat. Take your right hand to the inside of your left foot, of your right foot, coming into your lizard lunge. Hold your lizard lunge here, and we're holding for a breath or two. Feel the comfort now in your lizard lunge, feels much better. Squeeze your right glute. This time, as we come forward, we're going to step the left foot on the outside of your left hand. Stay down low, turn your feet outwards 45 degrees, squat down low into your Malasana Yogi squat. Elbows on the inside of your knees, tailbone down low. Chest up, spine straight, shoulders down and back. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Place your hands to the mat, lift your hips up high. Straighten out your legs, toe, heel, your feet closer together. Come into a halfway lift. Forward fold, exhale. Arms out to the side, up overhead, high mountain. Exhale, hands through to heart. Arms by your side. Inhale, arms up. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to mat, step your right foot way back to the back of your mat. Bring your left hand to the inside of left foot and toe heel the left foot to the edge of your mat into your lizard lunge. Heel above the toes, feeling better already on this side. Squeeze your glutes. Push the ground away from you. Inhale. And exhale. Now step your right foot on the outside of your right hand. Foot faces out 45 degrees. Left foot out 45 degrees. Bend down, squat down low. Lower your hips down to the mat. Elbows in towards the knees. So if you find this challenging, you can always place a block underneath your bum. Feel it in the hips. Breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, soften your jaw. Inhale, breath. Exhale. Place your hands to the mat. Lift your hips up higher. Toe heel your feet closer together. Lift your feet up. Place the palms of your hands underneath your feet. Again, massaging out the wrists. Relax your neck. Knees can be bent as much as you need them to be. Breathe. And release your hands from the mat. Inhale from underneath your foot. Inhale to your halfway lift. Maybe this time, if your hands have been to the mat, get them on the shins. Get a good stretch into your lower back. Tuck your tailbone underneath. Forward fold. Exhale. Bring your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers into fists. Bend your elbows. Take an inhale breath. Exhale. Pull your elbows up and overhead. Your arms up and overhead in your wood chopper arms. Now gently roll up with the hands still interlaced. Round your spine. Shine your heart and chest forward. Pull your arms back. Open your chest up towards the ceiling. Release your shoulders down and back. And release your hands. Standing mountain pose. Look forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen your spine. Place your hands to the mat. Step your left foot way back to the back of your mat. Stay here. I'm going to change my direction so you can see what we're doing. So, left foot is way back. Bring your right hand on the inside of your right foot. Turn your right toes to face the edge of your mat. Just your toes. Drop your left heel out 90 degrees to face the back of your room. Slowly with control, lift your right arm off the mat and lower your hips to the mat for your revolved skandasana or horizon posture. If it's really sore, bend the legs, okay? Otherwise, you're just using your left hand push into the ground. Try to straighten out your left leg, point towards your left toes. So horizon posture, revolved skandasana. From revolved skandasana, we're coming into half Lord of the Fish. Take your left foot, bend your knee, place it on the outside of your right glute. Take your right foot towards the left knee corner. Take your right hand to your spine, hook your left elbow on the outside of the right knee, coming into stop sign, twist and look over your right shoulder. Just to face forward again. Take your left hand to the mat, extend your left leg to the back of your mat, push into the ground, lift your hips up, pivot to face forward, and step your left foot to meet your right. Inhale to your halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Place your hands to the mat. Step your right foot, way back to the back of your mat. Bring your left hand to the inside of your left foot. Turn your left toes to face the side of your mat. Drop your right heel out 90 degrees. Lower your right hip towards the mat, coming into your revolved skandasana. Yes, it can be challenging. It's okay. Even if you can only get here, it's okay. It's okay. If you need to bend and change the shape, you can do so. And then slowly, if you can, lift your torso up, push the ground away from you, and reach for your right foot. Matsandrasana, half load of the fish. Take your right foot to your left hip. Left foot to your right knee corner. Left hand to your spine. Right arm hooks over your left knee corner, coming into stop sign. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look over your left shoulder. Twist back through to center. Take your right hand to the mat. Straighten out your right leg. Lift your hips up and pivot both feet to face forward. Frame your foot. Step forward, forward fold. Exhale. Relax. Just hang there like a ragdoll. Inhale, halfway lift. Place your hands to the mat. Step back. Vinyasa of choice. Shift your feet forward. Shoulders in front of the wrists. Bend your elbows, sweep them past your weights. Lower down, push forward into your upward facing dog. Pull with your toes back, lift your hips up. Use your core roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Breathe, inhale. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, right leg up towards the sky, point your toes. Bring your right knee to your right elbow. Flick your foot to the left. Take your left ankle behind your right wrist and lower your right knee behind, your right ankle behind your left wrist and your right knee behind your right wrist. Lower your left leg down through pigeon. So in pigeon pose, you want to get your shin in line with the top of your mat. So it's parallel to the top of your mat. If that's too uncomfortable for you, you can always bend the leg a little bit. Otherwise, take your block and place it under your right glute for a little bit of length, a little bit of support. And if that's not comfortable for you, then you can always place it under your hammy. Breathe. You want to try and get the shin flexed with the front of the, parallel with the front and top of your mat. Walk your hands forward, coming into your sleeping pigeon. Relax your neck. And gently press up. Bring your left leg to the side, in front of you, right foot to the left inner thigh. Twist towards your left, forward fold over your left leg for Janashirasana. Breathe. Trying to get your forehead to your knee. If your forehead and knee doesn't touch, you can always bend your knee up to your forehead. You want to get into this forward fold as deep as possible. Body shouldn't be much wide, much more open. So you should be able to get into forward folds and postures a little bit deeper right now. I'm going to turn to face you. Stay there in your forward fold. And gently round up. So the entire practice was to get into this one posture that we're going to be doing. Take your left hand to the inside of your left leg. Bend your left leg. You can bring your right leg out a little bit. Okay. Lift your left leg up as high as possible. Maybe you can get it onto your tricep. If you've got a grip of your foot, great. If not, it's okay. This is where you stay then. If you can, you take your right hand to the outside of your left foot and start to extend your leg behind you. You might have to shift your body a little bit forward. Use your left hand as a lever for compass pose. Look past your right shoulder. Don't worry where you're at in the practice. You're gonna hold here so you can play around. So if you if you as long as you're trying to grab your foot. And slowly reversing off the posture. Undo the hands, undo the ravel. Straighten out your spine. Roll over your knees. Come into tabletop. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. I'm going to switch my position so you can see me better. Inhale, left leg up. Point your toes. Bring your left knee to your left elbow. Flick your foot towards the right. Plant your foot to the outside of the right wrist. Lower your left knee down, slide it down the wrist. Extend your right leg out behind you, trying to get your leg parallel with the top of your mat. If that's not working for you, again, use your block underneath your hip, gives you length. And you can work slowly, especially if you're a beginner or even advanced, just to get deeper in your practice. Use your blocks. If that's enough for you, come down onto the forearms. Soften your body and keep the hips squared up. Way back up. Swing your right leg to the front of your mat. Bring your left foot to the right inner thigh. Twist towards your right. Forward fold over your right leg. Janu Shirasana. Head to knee. With your forehead and knees and touching. Maybe just lift your knee up a little bit. Try to soften your arms, not grabbing anything. Just relax torso. Now gently push yourself up. Just back to a neutral spine. Good job. Okay, coming back into your compass posture. Move your left leg away from the right a little bit. Bend your right leg. Bring your right hand forward to the inside of the right leg. Or if this is as far as you can go, you want to just slide it and hold your leg up a little bit onto the tricep. Work towards eventually getting your arm onto your shoulder. That's you. This is it. This is perfect. If you want to try and go a little bit further, right hand extends down to the mat. Push into the ground with the right hand. Take your left hand to the outside of your right foot. Start to straighten out the leg. And you want to kind of revolve and twist your body. And look under the left shoulder. It's a deep stretch along the rhomboids, traps, lats, deltoids. Holding it for a while. You can play around here, or you can just see what is your deepest expression of this posture. You'll see both sides are different. This is your compass posture. And then slowly, once you're done playing, come back through to center, unravel, cross your legs, straighten out your spine. And gently undo the legs, feet hip distance apart. Roll onto your back, vertebra by vertebra. Head comes down last. Place your hands on either side of your hips. Walk your feet towards your glutes. Lift your hips up for your bridge posture. Walk your shoulder blades close together. So walk the shoulder blades, interlace the fingers into fists underneath your lower back. Push your fists into the ground, lift your hips up, squeeze the heels of your hands, bring your chest towards your chin. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. First, undo the hands flat onto the floor, walk the shoulder blades apart, all the way apart, then lower the upper back, your middle back, small of your back, sacrum, coccyx, knees into chest, hug your knees in. Place your feet flat onto the floor, walk your feet to the outer edges of your mat and off your mat, and then drop your knees in together to touch. Place your hands onto your belly. Tuck your chin down a little bit. Inhale. And exhale. Just breathe. Breathe and relax. So heel your feet closer together. All the way together. Knees back and towards your chest. Gentle rock side to side. And slowly with control, lower your feet to the mat. Extend your legs to the bottom of your mat. Palms facing up, legs more apart if you need to, or slightly apart. Relax your shoulders, close your eyes. And take rest into your savasana. Be in a place of complete silence and relaxation. Stay in your savasana. And take time to relax into your savasana. So for every 15 minutes of practice, you should take 5 minutes of rest in savasana. But in today's life, it's so hard to find that time for silence and stillness, and remember to pause. Wherever you are right now, just pause. Don't move. Take rest. Take comfort. Allow your body to get heavy into your mat. Allow your breath to guide you and make you feel light and comforted. Don't move. Stay in your savasana and take as much time as you want. Once you have done with your savasana, I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.